Yeah, I reached the end of my rope, I think. No, I'm not the end of my rope. I'm not done with all this shit yet, but I'm about to probably go off on a fucking epic fucking rant. This video is not for children. Look at all this shit I've been building. Just these things are a joke, man. I can move all these damn studs with my hand. This thing was built like a piece of shit back in 52, 54, whatever. What a joke. Look at those beams. Look where they fucking... Every joint on the same place. That roof is weak as hell. All these beams and all these walls. I took a video and just... I don't know how the hell that's possible. My next project, I'm drying out the wood for my new deck. A heavy machinery pallet that is 1-inch thick wood. Look at that. 4x4 constructed. Oh, look at that. Look, I got a 2x6 ready. This would be an epic project. If it wasn't for this job and my managers who are, they could be my parents, heck. Oh, look at this little room. It's starting to come together with everything that is of the same nature being in the proper place. Woo! Got all that Christmas shit out of there. Got it outside. My dogs are like, whatever. Whatever, man. We want to go walking. Got that big old toolbox moving over there. Oh, look at that. Started organizing all the... Oh, my God. Who wants a screw or a nail? Some sort of fastener. Well, I'll spin the magic fastener wheel. And holy hell, man, we got stuff to build stuff all over the place. The owner is a guy that I've met him once and very briefly back 2 years ago. His father owned this place and many like this, and it eventually became Tower Communities. But the tremendous amount of changes that have happened in this last 2 years. Woo! Oh boy, they sent a memo out and mentioned names and places, specifically us, to 9 other communities. Myself and one other man take care of 120 units here. Having been a 6-figure executive in my life, I would have never done that unless I was getting ready to make a whole lot of changes. He'll be here Monday, so we have a few more days to get this wrapped up. The only thing we'll be short on is the roof, because it is winter and it is snow and it's all that. But this old junk here, yeah, it all works, but what a disorganized. So we both inherited this mess and have avoided it for a couple of years, saying, well, you know, it's our responsibility to take, 50 years worth of garbage and make it right. We're going to be short on this. We're letting this one go till that happens, because this wall's going. This rack of shelves is going. All this stuff that's on it already has a home, and it's not here because this room is useless. You can't walk in here. This is called Hillbilly windshields. Keeps my butt dry. Because I hate wearing all my ski gear and my waterproof stuff because it makes me sweat like a pig. And now on to the real reality. You don't pick me, I pick you. For those the Father gave me, I have lost none. No, not one. If you haven't met Christ, it doesn't matter. I don't want to hear you all tell me about how you feel Him in your heart. For if you do the will of my Father and follow my teachings, I will manifest myself unto you. Here's the difference between me and you. I don't claim to know what Christ is. I died and met Christ. Yeah, I was seeking that for years. Christ intervened in my life so many times. I'm speaking English. His name is Christ. If it was 1,000 years ago, it might be a different name. If it was in a different country, it might be a different name. Any of you that say the KTVA only, you're fooled. Any of you that are still watching TV in any way, shape, or form, believe in anything politically, or any of this crap about some stupid-ass flu. Yeah, okay, how about the swine flu, guys? Avian flu? Oh, it's Ebola. Oh, it's the flesh-eating bacteria. Oh, it's hantavirus. This is ridiculous. The terrorist is your country. It's the government in your country. It always has been, always will be. All you gotta do is look at history. That's all you gotta do. If you can't pull your own ass, your own head out of your own ass, well, I'm trying to find some things here because you know what? That's 4 of those. I wish I had a scale right here, right now. But I'm going to pretend just for the heck of it. And if you challenge me, I will find a scale and I will prove you wrong. The 2 plus 2 equals 5. It's time to grow up, children. If this is 1.25 ounces, write it down, 1.25 ounces. Fishing weights are easiest because they come in lead weights and they come in these increments. It's super simple. And that's an ounce, and that's an ounce, and that's an ounce, and that's an ounce, and that's an ounce. What do you got? You got 5 ounces. 5 ounces. 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 1.25. What do you got? You got 5 ounces. So 2 plus 2 equals 5. They're both 5 ounces. It's super freaking simple. What about this circle? What if you measure this circle? It was in weight, by the way. The first one is weight. What if I measure that circle? And it's 1.25. And 1.25. And 1.25. And 1.25. What do you got? 5. What if I measure the inside of that circle? It says 1. I wish I had 5 of these, but I don't. 1. And 1. And 1. What do you got? 5. 5 equals 5. In what? Distance, dummies. Distance. 4. Oh, no, wait. Let's go 2 plus 2. 1.25 times 4. 5. Equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should remember this from your 7th grade fucking algebra, you fucking idiots. Hate to talk to you that way, but you're fucking idiots. Now, I've been doing this since I was woke. I had 80,000 fucking subs on G+. I raised a fucking militia. And nobody did shit. So I'm not a gun owner anymore. I became a pacifist that screams a lot and says, you know, you're fucking idiots. Volume, weight, distance. When 3 or 4 are gathered, I'm in the room. Spirit. But all you all see is, no, there's 2 choices. And you argue your asses off defending two fucking choices. I'm going through this right now with my wife. She is about as asleep as an asleep person can be. Repetitive. I don't want to fight, but I'm going to scream my ass off and be angry at you because I have feelings. Okay, whatever. The simplest thing. Feelings, you feel. You feel them. You don't scream them. You don't tell people about them. You feel them. Study the Bible to show yourself approved. Show is no word. There's no debate in showing. There's no words in showing. The Tower of Babel is fucking language. Well, you hurt my feelings. No, I didn't hurt your feelings. I told you a truth, and your spirit jumped up sideways inside you. But you're so freaking asleep, you don't know. Well, how come what I say isn't true, but what you say is? Because I'll tell it to you every day for the next, till the day I die. The story will never change. The truth never changes. And you tell me again how well, maybe I didn't quite say it right. No, you didn't say it right because it's bullshit. It's a lie. And it's not a lie you need to defend against me. It's a lie you told yourself. You hatched it. You caressed it. You raised it. You believed it. Who's your father? I never really read the Bible. What a disservice you've done to yourself. For the Bible is a key, as are other keys. Now I ask my Holy Father who art in heaven, because those are the terms, words that I was taught. I'm not going to sit here and play games about what his name is, because hallowed is his name. Yeah, I don't need to know that. They're going to argue with Yahweh and Yahweh and Yehovah and all. Fuck you. You think, because you think you know? I love these guys. Oh, my Elohim. Elohim? Are you fucking serious? You never looked up a damn thing, did you? The Holy Spirit never visited you. If it had, you'd be biting your tongue right now and chewing your own leg off. We got taught English, guys. Which means what? They translated shit, taught us it. Is it a noun is a person, place, or thing? Well, I took a trip to... No, fuck you. None of that shit fucking matters. It's an adverb. It's a verb. It doesn't matter. It only matters because they taught you that's what you need to manifest. You need to be a fucking idiot and be told how to live and what to do by the people that have the education. Education's a fucking joke. And I think that's why I'm in Utah. Born and bred and born and raised in California, in Brentwood, California. Never went too far away. Lived in Pittsburgh, Antioch, Oakley. Just take a, what do I call them things? Just make a circle around Brentwood like it's about 10 miles. I never fucking left that. I get here and English is a totally different meaning. I've never been around so many tweaks and IV drug users my whole life. What are they? They're Mormons. Well, we got shunned. Oh, you got shunned, huh? Oh, so when you were thirsty, when I was thirsty, you gave me no water. When I was an hungered, you gave me no bread. When I was naked, you gave me no clothes. You mean that kind of stuff? Oh my. You better be careful who you profess about Christ to. You will give your stuff away. I gave everything away more than once. 11 guitars, half a dozen amps, drum sets, keyboards, a house, a 36-foot RV to a homeless family that needed a roof. You know why I did it? Because God just told me to. I'm not going to go into how, but God told me to. You know why they call it a possession? My possessions, I got to have insurance to insure my possessions. Because you're possessed by them. That's why it's a possession. You've been so fooled. And granted, there's people that have interacted with, but not really lately. And people who claim to be awake, and maybe this isn't for you. But I hope this thing goes viral. I really do. Because 99.9, actually the truth is 99.82% of the people on this planet don't have my IQ. Does it matter? Not really. I've been hounded by the government. I've been hounded by various things my entire life. And I finally took IQ. To me, I said, fuck it, I don't care. Whatever. Christ found me. Not that I didn't want it. But Christ found me. But what do you say about those in need of a physician? You better get your Bibles out and start looking. You better get your heart out of that shell you put it in. How many of y'all say, well, I had a feeling, and I got to tell you, had a feeling? Okay. I just told you what I felt. Showed you actually what I felt. But you blindly missed it all. And came back with some crap from the past like, hey, wow, we're repeating this shit again, huh? It's funny to watch them talk, because it's like, for them, it's like the first time. And they're trying to find any little thing. Well, it's just ridiculous. Forgiveness cleans your spirit. And you can openly talk about the time you were raped by your cousin Timmy when you were 10. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Why doesn't it hurt me? He died in prison about 10 years ago. He had a couple of sisters who are my cousins that kind of had rough lives, and I'm not assuming anything, but I never asked them, so I don't want to. But in reflection now, it's like, hey, you know what? Why do all these women in my life, and I'm talking like 60 freaking women, including my mother, got to tell me their rape stories? Why? I cringed the first, 10 or 12, 15 times I heard these things. And it just made me angry, and I want to kill people. You know, like, what the? But I really do. The more and more I look, Jonathan Kleck. Hey, guys. Jonathan Kleck. In Scotland, Urquhart is Orcut. U-R-Q. And I think it's U-A-R-T. Urquhart. You know what my family crest is? The people that know me are going to start giggling right now and laugh their ass off. It's this big busty woman with a sword in one hand and food in the other, with her belt folded over, looks like a freaking penis fucking hanging down. And they would say, that That fits James. That fits him. It's the bug there. Yeah, it really is. It really is. You know what that is. So I'm going to say something now that came to me tonight. And you're going to hear this or you're not. For those of mine will hear my voice. If all things are upside down, then all things are upside down. Do you have any idea what love means? Because if it's upside down and you're still trying to find love, you are going in the wrong direction. There is nothing here you need to seek other than the Lord. If the Lord turns out to be a Palladian, then that's what it is. Turns out to be an Arcturian, that's what it is. Turns out to be whatever, then that's what it is. You were told, when it comes, do not go back to your house. Do not. This will be just as all things in the Bible. You will go for it and never look back, or you won't. This pandemic thing they're trying to terrorize you all with, it's a joke. The death is going to be in what they tell you is the cure. Take no needle. Go to no hospital. When you hear the voice in your ears, follow it. For God will tell you where to go, what to do, and when to be there. I have heard God audibly many, many times. I have given up every possession many times. Everywhere I go, I just do what I'm supposed to do. I don't kick the pricks anymore. Why do you kick the pricks, Paul? Insert your name there. And if you're one of these people that has my 401k plan and my cars and my house, and I've worked hard for all these things, you better go reread. You better go start in Matthew and start reading. For if you bow to me, I will give you the world. Who said that? You feeding the homeless? You helping the junkies? The motherless? The fatherless? How about those little kids they always put on TV from third world countries that are just insert your own baby picture there, the baby picture of your own child you would just not tolerate? I walked into a house last night and I watched the first person give me eye contact, look at the floor, and walk away. And I wasn't even being mean to him. First time meeting him. I told my wife before we got there, this is going to be one of those moments when people say, oh, you're God, and they run away. And it certainly was. Second person came up, couldn't even make eye contact, couldn't do it. Just could not do it. But he's got a little grip in my wife because he's a fucking drug dealer. Yeah, I'm getting real, guys. Real. This is not my first time around. This is what God does with me. It ain't all roses and fluffy flowers. If you're not willing to dive into the dark with your arm out into the tornado, grab one and yank them the fuck out, you ain't worth a shit. Sorry, Derek at Global Business, but you ain't shit, bro. you haven't a clue what I'm talking about. I walk into a church and the church asks me to leave. They start reading the Bible and I start reading it too. So a man told you you were baptized? Woman told you you were baptized? Really? You gave your life to the Lord, nothing changed for you? Huh, okay. Maybe your experience is different than mine. But it's not biblical. And I'm not a hardcore Bible thumper. But a key is a key. I've had enough of this world. What's a fold? You know what a fold is? I got a 2-6, I fold. I gotta fold my bills and get my wallet, my bill fold. I gotta fold this melted chocolate into my whipped cream. Yeah, okay. For I will return unto you 10 and 20 and 60 and 100 fold. And they say, that's why I have a mansion. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. It's a pen for sheep, guys. Originally, it was the name of the flock of sheep. I have a fold. I have 5 fold. I have 10 fold. It's not what you think. Tonight, the Spirit has just got in and jumped through me. For you do not find me, I find you. For who the Father has given me, I have lost none. No, not one. What did the Father tell Job to do? Did he not explain to him, can you fight the Leviathan? Did he not describe it? You need to go read the last 3 chapters of Job real slow. Take in every word and anything you think that you know. You need to look that word up and see how many times the meaning's been changed. How many times in those generations was it taught to you, your children, your mother, your father, and changed. That's how you unlock your crap. And when the Spirit tells you what that means, that's your only truth. I gotta go. Someone's here. Talk to you later. In Jesus' name, amen.